Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Élana Camille. I'm an illustrator, artist, and planner sticker shop owner. And today I'm super excited because we're going to dive into setting up my 2024 HP Mini Discbound planner. Now, if you're all about staying organized and adding a touch of creativity and style to your life and your planner, you're in the right place. So let's jump right in. So before we get started, I wanted to share with you my current planner. This is actually a Coach notebook cover. I kind of modified the use of it so that it could be used for my HP Mini, my current planner that I'm using. This is actually one of my stickers from my shop. So if we open it here, I have a clear disc bound dashboard from cloth and paper. A lot of the inserts you'll see, at least decorative wise, are from cloth and paper just because I've collected them over the years and they always seem to work with how I set up my planner. My planner setup is, I think, pretty simple and standard for what I need it to be. I do like to practice gratitude daily, and I love that cloth and paper introduced a gratitude insert, which I will show you later on in the video because I do have a new one that's going to go into my 2024 planner. So next I have here an inbox section. I always love having an inbox section in case I need to highlight any specific events, anything that I want to highlight above all else in my planner, that will go in my inbox section. So that's what that's used for. Then I will skip ahead to my monthlies. One thing that I will continue in 2024 is using 8 Lotus inserts. I love 8 Lotus inserts. I've been using them for years now as well, and I just really love the simplicity of it all. I kind of treat my planner inserts like a blank canvas. I'm an artist, what can I say? And that allows me to really express my creativity in other ways. So whether I'm adding, I don't know, an outfit sticker, some people might call them dolls, whether I'm adding a little kind of kiss cut / die cut sticker, depending on what month it is, or, you know, it really just allows me to be really creative with my layouts, and I love that so much when it comes to the 8 Lotus inserts and cloth and paper as well. So anything that can kind of allow me to create, and I like to doodle a lot and sketch, and I like that about planners. So that's why I like plain and simple planner inserts that allow me to express my creativity. So that's it for the monthly plans. Now we'll skip over to weeklies. Again, it's an 8 Lotus insert, and I personally loved this setup. It allowed me, again, to customize exactly what I needed on a week-by-week basis. Sometimes I would have like just a note section, a grocery list section, and any other specific notes that I needed to have for that week would go here. Sometimes I would have a little bit of fun, and I would open up a section for my illustrations if I was sketching something at the moment. And I'd also create a little section for habit trackers to keep on top of them on a week-by-week basis. So that's my kind of weekly layout, and that will actually be changing for 2024. Now, when it comes to other inserts that I have in my planner, I always have a habit tracker, and I find this is a great way for me to keep on track of my different goals that I'm working towards. Like right now, for example, I haven't filled in this week, so forgive me, but I like to keep on track of, am I drinking my green tea every day? Am I having my smoothie every day? Am I doing some sort of movement or workout every day? Am I drinking water every day? Chances are yes. I just, this week particular, actually the last couple of weeks, especially with Black Friday and leading up to Black Friday, it was super busy because I was illustrating a lot of new designs for my planner sticker shop, like this one, for example. but the last few weeks were really busy for me, so I didn't really get to filling out my habit tracker. Usually I'm pretty good about it. Sketching is on there as well because sometimes I actually don't get to sketch every single day, and when I see that I haven't been able to sketch for some time, it kind of helps me to look at my habit tracker and identify that and then make changes accordingly. One section that I forgot to show you, it's actually at the beginning of my planner, just after the gratitude section, and these are 2 cloth and paper dashboards, is my list section. I created this dashboard on vellum using one of my illustrations earlier in the year, and I use 8 Lotus inserts as well for this section. I find they work really well. Again, here is, for example, books to read. I just have a list of books that when I remember to record them down, I put them in this section here, and then I'll start going through this list and reading the books that I have listed here. Actually, this list is what inspired these stickers here, so floral books. The next section has to do with vision boards, writing down ideas, just keeping all of those random thoughts that have to do with my business or life in one section, and I find that it's really helpful for me to kind of refer back to in case I have an idea and I'm like, wait a second, maybe I wrote something down that kind of work with that, whether it's an idea for an Instagram reel or a video or a new sticker design or something to do with my shop or illustration business as a whole. This is the section to do that. I used the cloth and paper visual manifesto for that, and I'll just show you a blank page. Yeah, so that's what that looks like here, and I find that these are perfect to vision board and kind of create a visual representation. I also use their mental download inserts as well, and this kind of gives me a way to organize my ideas, as it says here: general ideation, idea organization, and visual space. I really like this, especially you'll see here I have a tab that says plan with Élana ideas, and anytime I have an idea for a new sticker design or something to do with my shop, it goes down in here, and then I can take steps to execute and make that idea happen. Then coming to the back of this planner is my notes section. Again, 8 Lotus inserts, really love them, super simple. I usually write grocery lists down in here. I usually write random notes that don't really have a place elsewhere in my planner, even though most things have a place in my planner. Sometimes random notes just go down here, or if I'm caught waiting somewhere, I end up using this as a sketchbook section as well. So I'll sometimes do little illustrations, or whether I have ideas, or maybe I'm just out and I see something that I want to illustrate, and it goes down in this section. Oops. Just close that up a little bit. Okay, for 2024, I'm actually going to be using a whole new year-round planner system or insert system, but it's from a company that is actually local to me called Rosie Papeterie. And the reason why I especially went with inserts from Rosie's store is because they're all in French. I live in a French part of the country. French is not my first language, but I do speak French and I can read French. However, I want to work at being more fluent in French. So I figured that this would be a great way to have my entire planner, at least the majority of it, in French for the upcoming year. Here it is. One thing I did do was, because again, I love printing on vellum paper, was I did a little bit of a hack, and because I ordered these as a digital printable insert from her shop, I printed the yearly overview on vellum paper. So I just kind of like that look, and it'll go right at the front of my planner for next year. And yeah, this was pretty simple for me to make. I really love the way that it turned out, and that'll be the first page. Then the next page is a quote, and I put the kind of calendar overview, and again, you'll see here it's all in French, even the months, and that's one thing that I will open up to as well. The months broken down by quarters. Here we go. We have the different quarters, and then we jump right into the first month. So janvier for January. Here's the monthly overview, and then here is what a weekly spread looks like. Now again, I have said this before and I will say it again, I love having these very blank, very simple layouts and spreads because it allows me to express my creativity through stickers, through illustrations. Whether I want to take one of my stickers and stick it in the notes section or stick it right at the top here, I'm able to do that. And I love that so much about these inserts and the way that they were designed. Even for the monthly layout, there's still space for me to add, you know, whether I want to add a sticker right here to kind of highlight what the month is about. Janvier, you know, it's cold, it's snowing, where I am at least, and there's still space for me to express my creativity as an illustrator and artist, and I really appreciate that. I also really like pops of color. I love having pops of color, even though it may look like I'm a very minimal planner when it comes to my spreads, I still love pops of color. Like you'll see here, for example, my pumpkin spice latte sticker, a pop of color, but I still love the black and white. I love the line art aspect of it, and I love the color aspect of it. And that's something you'll find in a lot of my illustrations as well. They still have a very minimal look to them, like my croissant. I'm in the right place, again, for my love of croissants and all things français. So I'm very happy about that because I've had some very good croissants since I've moved here. My origami heart sticker. This is one of my favorite stickers. I know all of them are really my favorite stickers, but this one, because it has a childhood memory attached to it. I used to do origami all the time. I actually still do origami from time to time, but I used to do origami a lot when I was younger, and this was a really nice way to marry my love of origami and my love of illustration. So that's a sticker I'll probably be using for February to signify Valentine's Day and all things love. So each month, it's pretty much the same. It's weekly overviews, a monthly overview. Here's February, and that continues throughout the whole planner system. So that will be, let me just scoop this up here. That will be the foundation of my planner system for 2024. This will be the first year that I actually use a planner system like this for my HP Mini that has the whole year already set up for me, and I really am excited for that. I think one thing that kind of stressed me out this year was having to always refill my inserts every time, you know, a new month came along or a new, you know, I like having everything already done. I cut these and pre-punched them all myself, so I may not necessarily put the whole thing in my planner right away. I might do the first 6 months, or maybe I'll do it on a quarterly basis, but at least I know everything is printed and everything is already set up for me. So next, what I'm going to show you is the inserts I'll be using from Cloth and Paper. As I mentioned before, these Rosy Papeterie Legende inserts will be the foundation, and then I'm going to add some of my favorite inserts from other companies, Cloth and Paper, and then 8 Lotus, and I'll show you which ones I'll be using. So I'll be using the monthly admin insert, and this will just be to log what bills need to be paid. That will be what this insert is for. I'm going to use this as a dashboard for my habit tracker section. And then here I have, again, the idea log, the mental download section that I had in my current planner. And I just, again, really love these because anytime I have an idea for my business, my illustration business, or my planner sticker business, I can jot them down here and keep them organized. This will be used as somewhat of a mini vision board for my planner for what I want 2024 to look like. The daily gratitude log, this is what it looks like. It's just, you know, broken up by all the dates, and it has a notes section on the back. I may even design maybe some stickers to kind of correspond with gratitude and that sort of thing that I can maybe stick on the back of these. I'm not sure yet. I kind of have an idea floating around about that, but we'll see. I'll put it in my mental download section of my planner. This was from an old subscription box. I really loved using these. I didn't end up using them all, so I'm just gonna modify this for 2024 because it's obviously from a previous year and not for the coming year. So I'm gonna use this for 2024 and just modify it so that it has the current dates there. And it just says reminders, priorities, and notes, and I will move this throughout each week that corresponds with the month. And finally, I have here the weekly schedule. This will be used as a way to create a routine, and whether it's kind of like a home / cleaning / activities routine that I want to use week in and week out. I think that's what this will be used for. It won't necessarily be dated. I know that they have spaces for dates here. It will just be for a specific time period. And then I'll see how that works out if I use it that way. But as we get closer to January, I'll have a better idea there. And finally here, I have my 8 Lotus inserts. A lot of what I've been using in my current HP Mini, I will be using in 2024. If it works for you, why change it? I'll be using the lists insert, got a couple of those. I'll be using a notes section as well, because that really worked for me. And then, of course, my beloved habit tracker section that will also go into my HP Mini as well for 2024. I think, yes, in the Rosie Papeterie Legenda inserts, there's a weekly habit tracker, which is great for me as well. I will definitely be using that. I just also like to have a second section like this because I think, again, it's just a habit for me to use this specific insert and this specific layout, and I don't want to change that, especially if I know that it worked for me in the past. And there you have it. This is what the basic layout of my 2024 HP Mini is going to look like. Of course, once I start adding in dashboards and stickers and, you know, different decorative elements to it, it will look different, but that will be another video for another time. And I think at the end of this all, what I'd like for you to take away from this is that make it work for you at the end of the day. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out my shop, my planner sticker shop, Plan with Élana. That's where you'll find all the stickers that you saw in today's video. Thanks so much for joining me on this planner setup journey. Until next time, happy planning and see you in the next video. Bye.